Yeah. I think in 2016, it was the first time in a long time we had a candidate that spoke to the working class in a way that they heard ideals that have typically been espoused by conservative leaders in the past, but not necessarily in a way that translates to blue collar factory workers. And so we had a real shift in sort of how we talked about things and what we focused on. And the popularism, I think, is actually connected to the loss of Judeo-Christian values, meaning if, again, we don't have inalienable rights given to us by God, then it becomes the will of the people and what do the people want and how hard do the people push, and populism has crept into I would say into the Republican Party more even than in other places in a way that it hadn't been before, because the Republican Party had espoused this idea that our rights are from God and that there are certain things that are good above all and evil beyond all, and so it's a different, so we're seeing that populism thing is really a result of some secularization of our society, to be honest with you. And the question is, how far does that go? And is that ultimately helpful? It remains to be seen where that will lead us in the long term. I would not say that I think popularism is overall, like when you're looking society generation on generation, that's the way. Because again, the will of the majority it should not make something right. That in and of itself is not necessarily, we know this from history. We know just because the government says it, and in our case, the people would have to insist that the government say it, but just because the government says it doesn't mean it's good.